doing an amazing thing. Can you share with us? I'm Audrey Johnson on the Audrey Johnson Show. I know you're a board member.
Hey, yeah.
And your name?
I'm Jeff Hayzlett. This is my wife, Tammy.
I'm Tammy.
Tammy. And how did you get involved? What inspired you?
You know, I got involved by a public relations firm, came and talked to me years ago when I was with Kodak, and I just thought it was such an amazing, amazing organization. I said I had to get involved, and I've been involved ever since. I've been involved for about 3-4 years now.
That's awesome. That's so beautiful. And how do you being part of this?
You know, I just think the organization is wonderful to support youth and to promote leadership across the world. It couldn't have a better fit.
That's awesome. Our show is about the world. It's about going across the world and sharing with everyone. Is there a message you would like to share today?
I think the key thing that everybody finds from the We Are Family Foundation is that we are family. And Niall, and being able to be here with him and to be honored with him and Nancy and the whole team is just absolutely wonderful.
I'm standing here with the man of the hour. He's with Jeff. Your company's global.
Yeah, well, no, we do. A lot of people call us a global business celebrity because we're out there, we're hanging, we're talking about business, we're finding artists like this, and we're saying, hey, let's get them out there, let's do some business. This is what this is about.
This is awesome, and you are the guy to do that. You know, somebody with great personality, somebody who loves people, and I understand you're writing a book right now.
I'm in the middle, yeah, we're about to publish. It goes out January the 2nd. We've got a book called Running the Gauntlet, which will be coming out from McGraw-Hill. It's our second book. You know, our first one, The Mirror Test, was a bestseller, so we expect this one to be a bestseller as well. And it's all about, you know, doing business and running the gauntlet, which is very important.
Wow, so you obviously have a message for all of us, every entrepreneur out there, everyone who's doing business or hoping to do business. What's your message?
Well, the biggest one's just do it. No matter what it is, and no matter if you make mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes, no one's going to die. No matter what happens, no one's going to die. If you're in business, you're going to make a couple mistakes. So get out there, and I tell you, if you're going to make mistakes, make them big. Make them big. You know, you might as well.
Wow, that's a great advice because sometimes we're so afraid to do. Not me, I jump.
Well, you know, it's that for almost everyone, we're afraid to be beginners, you know, like social media. A lot of folks are afraid to get into it because of the way it might happen. They might make a mistake. It's going to be public. No one cares. You're going to. If you're going to be a beginner, you got to be willing to be a beginner, and you got to be willing to make mistakes and get over that first few seconds of fear.
Wow, wow. Well, let me ask you a very challenging question. What do you think is happening right now in our world economy? There's some exciting things. We know art and all that's great. But what's going on?
You know, I think what's happening right now is everybody's kind of hunkering in. The sphincter's kind of tightening a little bit. But good companies always do well. And if you take a look at some of the best companies in the world, they're doing a great job. A lot of small companies are really doing well. Some aren't doing as well. But this is a time to really get down and practice what you preach, really hone down on the things that you're supposed to be doing and get back to the basics. We got away from that. That's what that subprime stuff happened, and a lot of the way the banks were doing things. You know, they got kind of crazy and they were giving away money when they shouldn't have been giving away money. And you can't do that in your business either. You've really got to stick to the basics and do the right things.
So we must stick to the basics. And the basics is doing it, doing it, and doing it, and doing it big, and not being afraid.
Every single day. Look in the mirror, ask yourself the right questions. That was my first book, The Mirror Test. And now it's about running the gauntlet. Every day you're going to get up and run the gauntlet, and people are going to beat the living crap out of you every day. But in the end, you're going to live because no one's going to die.
No one's going to die. I love that. No one's going to die. So now, Jeff, what is in store for you and your book for the next 6 to 12 months? Or your company?
Well, we're going to be hitting the road, and that's a big thing. You know, we do a lot of keynotes, a lot of speeches, and a lot of motivating of people who are running businesses, whether you're doing it on Main Street in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or Wall Street here in New York City. And so we're going to be out there spreading the gospel of running the gauntlet. So we'll be hitting the road beginning in January, and we won't stop until we're done.
And you heard it right here, because the Audrey Johnson Show is going to run with him. And that's what you got to do. You got to hit the road and run.
That's it. Hey, think big, act bigger, and never forget it. Think big, act bigger.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. How do you know Gabby?
I found Gabby when I was the chief marketing officer at Kodak. He came to me, said, hey, I've got an idea about doing something for the Tour de France. I said, meet me in London and we'll get together. So he sent me a tweet. On the basis of that tweet, we went out there and started doing business. I fell in love with his art. I said, look, you got to come to the U.S. That's where the art world is, and we got to do a show. I met the folks from Broadford and I said, hey, let me show you the work of this guy. Showed him a few pictures, introduced him to Gabby, and look what's going on. I mean, hundreds of people. They're selling painting after painting tonight. You know, it just goes to show that good things happen to good people. You spread the word, and good work always succeeds.
Wow, well, you heard it right here. Wow, I got to give you a big hug because I met Gabby at the 140 conference.
Yeah.
You were there.
And he came there, and we talk about it. He not only sent me a tweet that started it. I mean, he went from $100 a painting, and he was painting on cardboard when he started. He was literally a street artist, and now his paintings are going for $15,000, and this is less than a year and a half later. And it's all because I saw his tweet and answered it, and as a result of that, we became friends, and now, I mean, look at the crowd, look at the people. We're having a shout because of the folks that are in here, and they're exciting, and they're buying it. Credit cards are flying, and we're loving to see what happens.
But also you too, Jeff. It has to be with the person. You recognize his gift. You recognize his talent, and you took a chance, and you took a risk. You ran, and look, like you said.
But that's just what people do every day. Friends help friends, and that's what social media is about. That's what this is all about. I mean, there are people that don't know each other here. They're coming here. They're having a blast. They're meeting one another, and that's what art does as well. And so it's great to be able to see the various things with art and see that people coming together and being able to show things and express themselves, and that's what this is about.
This is America. If you want to know what America is about, read his book coming out on January 2nd. Buy one of Gabby's art and follow the Audrey Johnson Show.